Hello, and welcome once again. It's more Minecraft Monday. Al, Turtle, welcome in. So many windows up right now. Go, let's clear some of this out. So, I'm doing the Minecraft. It is Monday. Minecraft. Dedicated wham. Alright, so a few things changed in my base. First off, we have this. This is basically straight up ripped from a, oh, that's out. Oh, I gotta get more cooking, huh? Straight up ripped from a how-to video, and the control mechanism kind of sucks, but it technically works. Something like I don't know.
What do you call children who host a celebrity roast? MC Kids.
Aha! Because you see, there's something wrong with that. Like, it's supposed to be push button receive. There we go. If I do a smaller pulse, the button pulse seems too long. Okay, so that's a cobblestone generator attached to a TNT duper. What happened? Oh, right, that's what happened here. Hey. Take that and put that in the Hall of Heads. So the issue with that TNT duper, or with that cobble generator, mostly lies in the fact that I want to convert a lot of that cobblestone. Hi. I want to convert a lot of that cobblestone to Minecraft Kids. Hello, casual, welcome in. Minecraft Kids, it's right there. I want to convert a lot of that cobble into stone and smooth stone. So I don't want to get too close, because you actually do start taking damage surprisingly far from the explosion. But this is a set of, I think each column is about 4 blocks tall of lava, feeding into 2 directions. So each lava column is creating, I think, 8 cobblestone, and I think there are 6 of those lava columns. So each explosion ideally could hit 48 cobble. I don't think it's quite getting that, but still, that's quite a lot. So I didn't come up with this design. I did not. The only thing I did was added it to a furnace array, and not a very big one for that matter. So let's go down the safe way and take a look and see what's going on down there. Also added a second beacon to the base because now we have stacks of wither skulls. Like, stacks. It's good. So I put it, I extended the back of the storage room to include a hallway to our production facilities back there. Is what's going to be back there. Look at this. We have 3, almost 4 stacks of wither skeleton skulls right now. That farm, that wither skeleton farm, works. We found a Soul Sand Valley fortress, and there is a very low effort farm you can set up there. Yes, Turtle. Absolutely. All right, so let's take a look at what's happening down here. I swapped out the base for glass so that I could actually see a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. So the explosions are landing on a waterlogged leaf block, which is indestructible. Yeah. I did regain access to the Cine Anarchy server, though. My Fabric client was having a lot of issues with that. So yeah, waterlogged leaves are interesting because the leaves actually will hold the water, and the water won't seep out. But also, waterlogged blocks can't be broken by explosions. And so the result is that, like, you can see it there. We're just getting cobblestone just trickling in for free. This is the power of TNT duping machines, is you can do this. So that's going at beyond hopper speed. Like, the hoppers cannot keep up with this, as far as I know. They're trying. I don't run out of TNT because this server allows TNT duping. So we're trying some farms out that are powered by that. These blocks of coal, that's from the Wither Skeleton farm, because you get a ton of coal from that, a TNT dupster. So we're getting smooth stone, stone, and cobblestone here. I want to extend this furnace array, like, a lot. Like, you mean the TNT dupes, or just the one TNT dupe? Oh, geez, that's tricky. Like, I would like to have something on the order of, like, maybe, like, 64 furnaces or something all hooked up, but then the problem is fuel delivery is a pain, and there's no easy renewable source of fuel except for bamboo. No, it's a single block of TNT that is exploding over and over. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want that running forever, so I'm gonna shut it off. First, I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah, and there is a similar farm we can set up this to solve our fuel problem. Oh, geez, my bed is next to the explosions. That's not ideal, but whatever. To deal with our fuel issue, we can't keep loading it up with coal blocks, because then we have to keep going to a very distant Wither Skeleton farm on the nether roof. It's a pain to get to. You have to AFK it for a few hours to get, like, full inventory worth of coal blocks. Ambient sleep noises. This is my white noise machine. It explodes nonstop. So there's the one TNT. And you can see that it's getting pushed and pushed back. And something about block update order causes it to create a exploding TNT entity, but also keeps the original TNT block. Very strange. So let's get a little bit further away here so we can actually hear ourselves think about what's going on. Day, welcome in. And your machine explodes. Ah, rip. That's gonna be a pain to deal with. Okay, so that was the original TNT dupe design when I just wanted to see, like, hey, can we actually duplicate TNT? And it was, no, we can't. Turned out to be a fabric setting that by default fixes TNT duping. Zote has since turned that setting back to vanilla, which is, yes, you can TNT dupe. I'll just dupe the machine. Perfect. Found an exploit immediately. Nice. So here's the plan. Is to deal with the fuel issue, like how do we provide this machine with fuel to cook all that stone? And we can build a similar TNT-powered wood farm. Now that is player-powered, which means we actually have to sit there and, like, keep placing the saplings and the bone meal. But depending on the type of wood we grow, it can be net positive on bone meal. Typically, it is not. Typically, it actually sucks up bone meal and is pretty thirsty. We have a ton of bone meal from the Wither Skeleton farm, so we can use that initially to just get, like, the type of wood we like to have in our base. Mostly oak, some dark oak. The farm doesn't work on dark oak, unfortunately. I've just remembered. So why are we wanting to do all this? What's the deal with wanting to have all this stone? Well, it's because it's finally time. I want to look into redoing the base walls. The cobblestone was nice to get the basic start of the castle, but now we need to grow up and start doing real wall textures. And that means stone, stone brick, andesite, if we can do this. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think that's what we're going to work on, is mostly setting up a tree farm. Now, the oak is important, yes, but this is interesting, and I did not realize this. For the sake of bone meal positive growth, warped and crimson wood. Oh yeah, your pumpkin patch is down there. There it is, underneath my bridge. I like how you've turned the little area underneath my castle into a sugarcane farm. At some point I'm gonna put water outlets coming out of that, but it's fine for now. I'll set you up a nice infinite sugarcane farm. The troll under the bridge. It was day all along. David Pumpkins. Apparently nether trees, the blocks that you get that are the leaves, those can be composted into bone meal, and on average you will get more of those per tree than it will take to grow the tree. You'll get enough bone meal back from composting those. So that is the plan for fuel. Can you cook the giant fungus into charcoal? Wait a second. A potential issue with this plan. Can you make charcoal from this type of wood? It's kind of right here. Oh, maybe? No, you can't. Can you use it as fuel? No, you can't. Okay. But you can presumably cook with the planks. No, it doesn't. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Huh. All right, that's not going to be a fuel source then. That means we're going to be relying on stuff that is kind of a pain to farm more of. We've got a ton of bone block, admittedly, so it's not like a huge issue or anything. This should last us for quite a bit of wood to be turned into charcoal, but it's not something we can just leave running forever. Sounds good, casual. So we do have to keep that in mind, that whatever we set up cannot run forever. Well, you know what? This is actually keeping pace still. I'm surprised. Okay, see, that's totally full. That one is almost full. That one is not quite full. Oh, and this one can't really backfill. It's just a pass-through. Because the speed that this one passes the items into here, they will immediately be passed into the next one at the same rate. So this one will only be full if all of these chests fill up. But this one can be overloaded by hopper speed, just because we're getting more stone in than we're able to take into the hoppers. All right, so that's about full right there, so we should probably go up and turn it off. I would like to add better switches for that, but I'm gonna need to do a pulse shortener or something. I don't know. Actually, yeah, lever will probably work. I need to send a short pulse into the system to start the clock that triggers the TNT, because I think a button press is too long. All right, we can just turn it off with any lever. There we go. So you can kind of see a little bit more in there that all this cobble on the interior here, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So 48 cobble. It's day. So 48 cobble there, getting within explosion range. Not all of it always gets blown up, but still. We need to explode that up there. Well, not explode it, but get rid of it. We'll do a little bit of clearing the land. We're gonna have the wood farm be pretty close, and I believe for that one, in our base size. Oh, well, that's fine. Saves me some work, I guess. Okay, so there's wood right there. We want to clear that out eventually. Can I reach any of that from here? No. Gotta get a little closer. Should have brought some scaffolding. Yeah, that extra beacon is quite nice to have around. There we go. Oh, that was holding that tree up. A little bit of wood. All right. So yeah. Ow. We are going to grab all this stuff, all the goods, get the goods, and we're going to start branching into our new production room, which is going to be the wood farm. Not a manual tree farm, but a TNT duping powered one. And we're going to use that to actually like make this base look a little bit better. Let's see here. Okay. So this is full up. Oh, right. That's going to be running at the same speed as this. So when this runs out, so that's going to be an extra like 10 stacks of this, 10 stacks of that. Yeah, the design looks stable. Let's fix our inventory first. There's day. Yeah, you thought you could sneak up on me there. They're pumpkins. My pumpkins. They're not my pumpkins. But you know, you get it. Hudson, hello. We just had the base tour, went over all of the stuff that we got going on, and now I am working on just keeping things a little tidy. It's nice to be able to have some kind of, it's like, I feel like it's like gardening, like Minecraft is. You're given this area, and you can kind of like, to some degree, control how it grows and changes. It's something quite lovely and nice and soothing to my brain. Just having this one area that I can kind of, you know, call my own. Mechanics. Dang, do it again. The entire thing. Yeah, just real quick. We'll leave the slime blocks in here for now. Okay. A lever. Hardly know her, etc., etc. Minecart. All right. Current plan is we are going to just clean this area up. Excuse me. 103 levels. I do have a few, don't I? All right. So my idea here, and I left some room up there to make this possible, is I want to have kind of like a little overview area. So the plan is to make that happen. So let's just kind of dig into the wall here. Oh, that's right, we finally made it! The back-to-back birthday bonanza. Mr. Al himself. Not to be confused with Weird Al, it's the normal one. Dino dances for Al. Happy birthday, Al. All right. Oh. Did you need... Oh, yeah, you do want copper, don't you? I'll have to set you up a copper farm. Did I grab any? Day. Listen. Totally human Al. That's what we call him. So let me look back over the tree farm schematics here. The guy that I'm looking at the videos of is Ian Exa4. And his stuff is really, really good. Okay, so the general idea here is we're gonna have a very, very tall tower. And that's how we're controlling the TNT timing. Oh, geez. So how high up is that going? Like 60 blocks almost, it looks like. Okay. So let's see here. Let me get a count on the height here. Digging up, probably bad idea. I mean, it's the caveat to don't dig down. All right, so let's see here. All right, so start standing at Y64, and by the scaffolding stuff, he is at. Oh, nope. Show me where you stopped. No. That looks pretty high up. Two slabs. Thanks. I'll pass. I've got plenty of the stuff, don't worry. 59. Yeah, it's gonna be almost 60 blocks up. That is gonna be really, really high. All right. No. Man, I'm gonna have to start adding traps to my base. No solicitors. I am planning on moving my entire storage facility at some point, specifically because people keep showing up and hanging out in my storage facility. And maybe occasionally taking an item or two that they need without mentioning it. You know, it happens. I get it. Sometimes you need an item. Tricksy little hobbitses. And so brave Hillbilly Al set on a quest to the Madness Keep. I love the Madness Keep. It's the best. I love horrors, just in general. Horrors. It's the child monitor beeping at me for some reason. Heyday. There you go. I call it gourd. This is admittedly a bit of escalation. Good gourd. Okay, as long as this is turned off, I can go down the alternate entrance. I gotta deal with the lava at some point. I don't want anybody to patch up that lava. I want to use it. My plan is actually to make a lava farm over here as well. She started trying to trap me in my room, and then she put pumpkins in the way. So I put pumpkins in her way. Forever. All right. So anyway, tree farm. About 60 blocks up, huh? That's gonna get really tall. Like, is that really how tall we need to make it? 38 on top. Bridge out. Do some stuff. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. 38, so about 42 scaffolding. 43. That's still really high up. Yeah. Tomfoolery did nothing wrong. Well, so this is going to be for the, all right, we're going to use this, what we've got. Do we have a little bit more? I've got a little bit more bamboo and a little bit, I went out of my way to get more string, I remember. I went on a trip for string. That's not much. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. String is still an issue for me. We've got a spider spawner, but it's not like wired up for automation yet. So string production is low. Oh, well, good. Good, good, good. What am I getting notified about? Jorm Dove. Okay, so plan is, what did I say it was? Dang it, chat. I'm sorry, but I keep losing my place here. 39 and an additional 6 or so. So we're talking about 45 up. 45 up from 70. We're gonna be looking at 135 for our height. So let's look and see what that looks like. The cobblestone farm is nice and, where is there, stairs are gone. $70, 135 is what we're looking at. Could take advantage of this hole right here. 70, 39, and about 6 more. So 45 from 70, 115. Maybe that's enough right there. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, geez, that's really high up. So the issue here is the cobblestone farm, I can put a little roof over that, and that is self-contained and easy to put within my castle. This is gonna be an eyesore, like poking out over the landscape. So I'm gonna have to, okay. I think we still can do it. It's just we have to build a good tower around this to make this look nice. We can't get away with not having a decent tower around this thing. That's the takeaway for planning this out. All right, noted. And that means I think we're not going to put it directly next to this. We're going to go from the wall 1, 2, 3, 4 bays. Oop, nope, not that many. This can be the far edge. This is going to be a 3x3 if memory serves. From the last I looked at the info about this farm. So let's say that it's up to here. So a 1, 2 bay gap. That is the plan. And we'll find some decent farm to squeeze in between those as well if we are desperate for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, right here. This is going to be the start of this area, which means that this hallway doesn't really need to extend. Oh, for anyone, you know, not naming names, but if anyone in particular does need a lot of copper, Ian X of 4 also has an excellent tutorial on building a copper farm. I did not watch it, but so far every single one of his tutorials has been very, very nice light designs. Like, he specifically seems to be avoiding like best possible rates and opting instead for this is something you can build surprisingly fast. All right, so we want to do a 3x3 area. So we're gonna need to go pretty deep because these bays are center to center 15 or 5 blocks. We're looking at about 15 plus or minus borders. 3, 4, bop. Rates are overrated. I mean, they're still pretty important, admittedly. But you don't need, like, the scientifically best for a lot of stuff. He shows off a brilliant iron farm that is effectively just dig a hole. Just dig a big hole, put some beds down there, and trick the villagers into walking down. Actually, his villager trading setup is hilarious because it's literally dig 3 blocks down and put a work block at the bottom of the hole. And the villagers will just walk right into the hole to claim their job site. And weirdly, zombies can't attack them because the zombies can't get into the hole because of the villager's giant head. Which I find hilarious. And it's like, that's clean. That is a clean design. It's like, it's not pretty. It's not totally foolproof or anything, but hey, if you want to have a quick villager trading setup, that is effective. Massive head. For all that intelligence, you see. All right, running low on inventory space. Let's deal with that before we proceed. And let's actually make this the new home of cobblestone and stone for a while. Oh, I should be using the shulkers, really, instead of, like, making frequent trips back and forth. And let's build some more torches. Yeah, there you go. I mean, too many cooks and all that, as I hear. 4. Yeah, for community projects, you know, it's like the more the merrier. Absolutely. We just haven't really had much of that. Dead server, rip. Actually, Zoe was streaming, I think, just yesterday. Offer assistance / be a pest. Yes, I'm all too familiar with every time I play Minecraft that everyone likes to poke in with their particular brand of tomfoolery. Tomfoolery did nothing wrong, FYI. Okay, we're gonna need to start figuring out the dimensions that the actual farm needs to be and start working our way up and clearing out room for trees. I guess the upper area doesn't need to be the full size that the lower area is. But it's a nice starting point. See, this is what I want all these logs for, is I'm just chewing through them for the space. For the supports. You gotta have supports. It's, interestingly, that's the same lava that was used to build the first nether portal on the server. So that's fun. All right, we're switching. This is no longer a cobble zone. We're switching to nice, pretty stone brick. All right. So, this farm, let's actually get the tutorial out and start figuring out what we're doing. Oh yeah, this is not an omnidirectional farm. There's some pixel rounding that is at play here. And so the dimensions for east, west, and north, south are specific. All right, so let's see. Let me know how to collection pool. The water pool inside is 10 by 11 blocks. North-south is the 11 block wide one. So that's this one needs to be slightly larger. Noted. And then where are we actually doing the planting and stuff? Let's fast forward a bit and look at that. Looks like we're standing on the short side, maybe? Okay, as long as we can choose which side to... where does the obsidian need to be? That's something we should know. We need to learn that pretty quickly before we start laying things out. Well, I guess... Yeah, I guess my question is... If it's 10 by 11, that's fine, but like which corner do I need to squeeze it into? Because it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be putting collection area on the west side, and that's different than, oh yeah, you're gonna be putting it, you have to put it on the north side or something. That's an important distinction here. All right, so 10 by 11 with north-south being, yeah, with north-south being the wider So it's a tall setup. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. It's facing west. Stack 6 scaffolding blocks here. Go up. Bridge west another 2. Set obsidian down. Stand on the obsidian. Write down the coordinate. Yeah, because you'll need that later. Blah, blah, blah. Turn around. Block down. Okay, okay. Lower obsidian is towards the east side. And if I'm looking at this correctly, that means that's the collection side, is the east side. Okay, that's great. That's great news. I think. Is that great news? So this is our wider side. No, that's not great news. Because that means collection zone over here, which is the opposite of where I want it. I don't think I can get away with flipping this and expecting good results. I think we should probably just... Yeah, I guess just center it and then you just have to kind of walk around. It's not like walking that much farther, honestly. It's not that big a deal. All right. So we need to start with a 10 by 11 area with the north-south being slightly bigger. So let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can go right up against this wall, I believe, without any problems. And we'll go right up against this wall for the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And I'm actually going to go down a little bit farther so that I can make some nice floor under here. Like, we can make this look nice, right? Actually, you know what? Ooh, you know what? You know what I'm thinking? Like, that leaves a very narrow walkway here. Let's actually extend it out even farther. Let's go an additional bay into the wall here. I think this is worth it. Can't store any more blocks. We do have a lot of blocks. So I've been starting to read up on player pianos now, because I need to learn these things. I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to make my own actual, like, musical rolls, but I really hope it is. Because I think that would be just such a really, really fun thing to do. Yeah, I think it'll be this weekend that we actually get to pick up the legitimately produced music rolls for the player piano. And then I really want to kind of see, you know, like, examine them thoroughly and figure out how they work. I know the general design, like, principles of... Whoops. I know the general design principles, but that's about it. Like, the actual mechanics are still a mystery to me. I did crack open the workings a little bit today to take a peek, and I found that some chains were off of their gears. So, you know, there's a little bit, there's some work to be done. But I'm excited to kind of start learning and figure out how to make it do cool stuff. Maybe I change out my channel point redemptions so that you can request a song be played on the player piano automatically. Just start creating roles as a channel point reward. Not gonna find that anywhere else on Twitch. All right, what kind of flooring are we looking at here? What are we thinking? I also need to be careful about the lighting because torches are pretty prone to popping off from explosions. They will be popping off. All right, there we go. Okay, so we've got 10 by 5, 10, 11. So this is going to be the ground over here. Quick, how should you organize your bookshelf? Genre, author, series. Maybe? How's that sound? Is that awful? Genre than author, but space is extremely limited. You're gonna have to do some wonky stuff. Oh no. I mean, if you have to do some wonky stuff, you gotta do some wonky stuff. That's all there is to it. Double shelving and stacking. I mean, you've had to do that before for your organization system. It's not the worst thing ever. Admittedly, it's not great, but... But series, you gotta be able to do it by series at least a little bit. Book size is a major concern. I still say, I mean, did you have problems with your previous setup? I mean, it seemed to work all right. Also, welcome in, Hovercat. It's weird not having you up here, but I figured you were going to work on that tonight. I know what you mean, don't worry. Okay, water towards the center. What's the collection look like? dig down, send it to a soul sand thing at the edge. Ah. Okay. That's the one. That's the one. You know what? Maybe a couple of frog lights down here. Eh? We've got those somewhere. Yeah, let's grab a couple green ones. Let's just do 4, I think. A frodge? I'm not familiar, no. A fridge. Frog fridge. Oh. I mean, I was fully prepared to follow wherever that was going. Let's get another stack. A frodge is a frog fridge. Okay. Of course it is. Let's grab some ice. I do need to put some water wells in my house, but ice is a really good little stand-in for just like I need a water supply somewhere. Let's just plop down some ice. Easy. This. Oh, should I lower this? I think I actually will lower this one more. Because the water actually kind of stands up a little bit. I think we want to go down one more layer here. Oh, stone brick is not an insta-mine. That's fine. We got time. We got nothing else going on today. We're taking our time. This shelf is not deep enough for double shelving. No. Are we gonna have to get new bookshelves as if we didn't have enough? Ah, okay. So we can do the paperback, but that's it. Yeah, a little bit of a deeper chasm is fine, I think. Bury this a little bit. All right. Oh yeah, that actually is where I want that. Nothing down here though. Okay. Minecraft. Hello, rain. got a fun little project for tonight. All right, this is turning out all right. Okay, does that look? That's right. Yeah. Okay, so if we did this right, the water is not quite gonna meet at a 2x1 in the middle. And also that lighting, that does look pretty good for this. I like that a lot. I think going deeper was the right play on this. Yeah. Oh no, now I'm tempted to go even deeper because I think the collection area. Oh yeah, the collection area is up 4 more blocks. No, 3 more blocks from here. Oh, dang it. We could go really deep on this. I think the concern is the explosion radius, but maybe that's not an issue. I can't quite tell. Like, we're gonna find out how much of this area gets exploded. But yeah, let's set it up so that the collection area is in line with our walkways and stuff here. Which means, looks like you stand on a block. In this setup, he's got 4 smooth stone blocks set up from the outer one, which is this one. So it would be 2 more up. So we want to dig 2 more down. So we're gonna dig out 2 stone on the walls and floors. That's reasonable. I'm probably gonna have to throw some more in the shulker. So for the player piano business, I am already starting to get like ahead of myself in like brainstorming what I could do. Like the first step is I got to figure out, can I actually get the thing working? Like that's step number 1. So we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves from there. But if I can get it working, then that would mean that I can like investigate like, hey, is it possible to build my own rolls for the player piano? And if that's a yes, then it's like, can I maybe, print out some guide paper that streamlines that so that it's, it's got the musical staff like printed on the paper and I just have to punch holes at the right spot. And if that's possible, then can I in turn maybe take it a step further and automate it telling me where to punch? Like I feed it in a MIDI file or something that's already set up to be like a single piano instrument. It's already set up to, be a certain amount of time of the music, whatever. And then just says, okay, here's your finished roll, just punch on the dotted line and you're done. And then take that a step further in this case. Could the actual cutting of the paper be automated? Because they've got like they're paper cutting machines, they're laser cutters, lots of different tools could fill that gap. And that would be amazing if I could have a machine basically set up that is, if I just create the MIDI file or, manipulate an existing MIDI file to be piano ready, and it just like somehow turns that into, okay, throw your paper in here and now feed that into the piano and the piano will play it for you. honestly, I'll be thrilled if we can get as far as step 1 of get the piano sounding nice.
Hi.
Pharaoh, welcome in. Thank you for that 3-month subscription. Big fat 3 months. Pharaoh, just based on the treble clef in your name, you may or may not be interested in this current conversation. I have recently acquired a player piano, and now I'm kind of researching what I need to do to kind of get it into a usable condition. We've taken it off of the hands of my grandparents, who have moved into a apartment now, and so they're not going to be able to do anything with it. So now it's at our house, and that was a pain, let me tell you. It is in rough shape. The notes are in very poor tune. But, and I know this is maybe stupid, I want to research doing the tuning myself. I know there are people who will do that for me, but I'm really interested in learning the process. It's nice to have another hobby. You know what? Why not more hobby projects? Sure. Not like I don't have anything else going on. So I'm kind of researching that, kind of weighing the pros and cons. I know it's one of those things like, oh, your piano may be out of tune once you're done with it. And like, it's pretty badly out of tune now. It's got a broken hammer on one of the lower register notes. It's some weird one no one's ever going to use anyway, but still. So I want to check it out. I want to kind of make it a fun little project to like restore this old player piano. This thing is from 1928, so it predates a lot of the standardization. So I am full on expecting a lot of surprises along the way of this project. It looks beautiful. It sounds like a cat being strangled. Okay, let's play that. It's older than you, Rain. Incredible. Okay, we need some scaffolding. I need a couple of obsidian. I should really get a box of supplies for this project now. I think we're at the point in this project. We've got the basic area cleared out. I wonder how snugly the TNT falls if like we could actually drop it through a hole in the ceiling instead of like through a massive pit. That would be nice. All right, let's go back to the material list. We're gonna need 59 scaffolding. But yeah, I'm really excited about the project. It's gonna be a ton of fun to learn. I'm gonna screw some stuff up. It's true, but no, I think it'll be a really good experience. And it is very what's the word for it? Not nostalgia. It's there's sentimental value with this piano. Although the piano itself, I have very little memory of for this particular one. This one belonged to my grandparents. It was in like a weird offshoot room in their house, and I never saw it that much. But my dad played piano a lot. Like that was one of his main hobbies, and he was very, very good at it. And when we moved it into the house and opened up the top, you can see there's like this thick layer of old dust on the piano inside on like this wooden board. And spelled out, there's all these names that have been written out in fingertip writing on the dust. And I saw among them was my dad's name. It would have had to have been from. I asked my my aunt about it because her name was on there too, and she said that was probably from around like the late 70s. But that was a really sweet moment for me to see that. Playing piano was like a big part of his life, and like one of the things I saw him doing that I really just looked up to. So I just thought that was a cool thing just to find, just a little hidden nice moment. Five repeaters. We need a little bit more redstone. 3 pistons, 4 observers. Okay. Don't actually have the pistons. Levers, redstone torches. We'll manage that in a little bit. Iron. I don't have any iron on me. Let's grab a little bit of iron and make some pistons. Just however many we can make, because we'll end up using them on other projects. All right, let's start putting things in here. 59 scaffolding, 2 obsidian. Dang it. Oh, we're low on obsidian. Plan for that is probably going to be a what do you call it? Bartering setup. I think that's probably going to be our go-to. No trapdoors. Okay. So we need just 3 of them. Oh, and the signs, right. We need a lot of signs. All right, 10 signs. 9 hoppers. Chests, 6 chests. Okay, the trapdoors. Carpet, slabs, a torch, a single chain. There's no chance we just have a chain lying around, is there? No, of course not. That's a weird one to ever need. All right, 1 chain. Iron bars, however, I do have some of those. Let's see here. There it is. Uh, 3 pistons. 4 observers. 3 slabs. 12 redstone. 5 repeaters. 2 redstone torches. Ah, a TNT. That makes sense. Okay, we're gonna have to start organizing our gadgets closet pretty soon. It's getting a little bit crowded in there. Okay, 3 levers. Don't need these. Let's see here. Carpet. Wool. Do I have wool? I do have wool somewhere. Oh, there we go. 1 carpet. Perfect. All right. Is this, does this cover it? I've got my 1 torch just in my torches. I think that's it. And then there's actually blocks to, oh, soul sand. Soul sand and 7 kelp. For the water vader. All right, now we've got our supplies. As much time as it takes to get these shopping lists together, I feel like it's way better than like going back and forth to the storage closet over and over. Also, all right, I am making the tree farm. Yes, I'm finally trying it out. I've got plans by the singular chain. Yeah, if there's like 80 chains, then you're doing a froglight farm. So the Guardian farm setup like gets some decent results here. I was looking at, you know, the one block you really want from Ocean Monuments is dark prismarine. That is the go-to for like cool castle roofs, for like pointed roofs and stuff. It's so good. The rate is awful. You need a black dye for every single block. That's just rude, because black dye is not free. Like, I've got a decent supply of squid ink because little Toadette likes to watch me chase down squids. But that's like that's gonna be 5 stacks of dark prismarine. That's not very much. And then the other thing you can do for black dye is wither roses. And that's actually enough for like 8 stacks of the stuff. So wither rose might be the way to go, unfortunately. I tried out Ian X4's farm, and it's a little bit manual for the amount of wither roses I want. So I might go with a chicken-based one instead. His is snow golem based, recycling the pumpkins from the snow golems by like shearing them as soon as they're created, which works. But you have to craft the snow blocks. You have to like plop down the golem pumpkins. Yeah, 3 or 4 stacks of squid ink. The exchange rate going from that to dark prismarine is not as good. I would have expected like you get 2 dark prismarine blocks per recipe, but no, because it only takes like 4 of the prismarine shards to make a block of prismarine, but 8 to make the prismarine stuff. Like, what is it? There's the 8 for the prismarine brick and then 8 for the dark prismarine, which that sucks. Let's be honest. The sea lanterns aren't much better, and they're not really as big a deal now that we have frog lights. Like, frog lights kind of fit the same vein as being like a mostly white solid light block. And frog lights we can get those so much easier now that I've built the farm. All right, so let's go back to the build instructions here. Let's see here. Find the uncovered block that's further to the west. Okay, so face west and put 6 scaffolding blocks. Okay, I gotta just make sure I can get back here. All right, so we are facing west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And see, we're already at the ceiling level, so that's great. We are gonna have to start digging up like almost immediately. Bridge west with another 2 scaffolding. Oh yeah, we're gonna need the obsidian. Yeah, that should be good. So another 2, and then obsidian on top. And And then stand on the obsidian. Ooh, see, tricky prospect there. How am I gonna do that? Press F3, bring up the debug screen, write down the X and Y and Z coordinates of this spot. Let me just screenshot that for later. Got him. Okay, done. Now replace the top block of the scaffolding with another obsidian. Done. Okay, now we need... Dang it, I didn't bring any dirt. How did I manage to screw that up that badly? Is any in here? There's one in here. I hope that's enough. Let's see here. Hop down. Look up. Place a dirt block right next to the highest scaffolding. Whoops. Well, there is no highest scaffolding anymore. Oh, I guess it would have been here. Okay, but place it on this side. This is the building side. Add another block underneath it. Okay. We got any more of these? No? Alright, well, let's use some of these. Boom. Looks good, looks good. Break the scaffolding. Oh, here's where we're building the chamber for the, for actually gathering the items. So that's gonna come up underneath here. So we're gonna need our dirt and our kelp and our soul sand. And it's gonna pop me up right around here. Great scaffolding. Dig a hole 3 blocks deep. I'm surprised I don't have any more of that smooth stone. Where did I put all that? Did I already put that all? Oh, it's right here. There we go. I was thinking we could line at least a little bit of this wall to make it look nice from here at least. You know, it may not look good from in the hole, but from the surface it'll look fine. Turn to face east, away from the obsidian. Yep. Got it. Wait, his looks like it's towards the top of the screen. Okay, yeah, good. And dig a tunnel 5 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end, replace the block on the floor with soul sand. Place some signs on the wall. Place water at the opposite end. Okay, all right. Let's make this look pretty for reasons. I don't know why exactly we're bothering. No one's ever gonna be down here. Okay. Is that right? Well, yeah, water does pour in. Just like that. Oh, and then he blocks it on the outside. Okay, and then that goes up to the, yeah, to the surface. Right there. Okay. Which is exactly where I want it. That's good. So we need the signs. Well, we need 2 signs. Now, wait a second. How are we going to manage... Hold the phone. If the signs are there, how do you expect the drops to actually flow? Carpet on top, chain. Maybe we'll get to that later. That just seems weird to me. I only have 8 left. I need more. This is like my primary building block right now for this build for some reason. Oh, this is actually running low. The furnace has... Oh, a torch got in here somehow. That's interesting, but okay. But yeah, that's empty. Oh, these are... Yeah, this is starting to peter out here. So we can actually turn this back on for a bit while we're working on this. It's going to get a little bit explosion-y for a bit. Don't worry about it. Wait. Ow. There we go. Rev up those furnaces. There we go. Maybe that'll cover the sounds of the undead lurking outside. Okay, so this is supposed to be... Boop, 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 boop. What? What's wrong with explosions? Don't worry about it. Okay. I need one more bucket of water down there, and I need the signs right here and here. See, this weirds me out. Like, is this actually enough? Oh yeah, I guess it shoots off. From a server you're not active in. Seems legit. I bet they want you to test out their game. Just check the download link. Should add them 100%. Absolutely. Okay, chain carpet. Yeah, I got one a while back, and I was like, you know what? Adding him as friend, it's not gonna really do anything. Let's see what the scam is. And it was immediately like, hey, you want to test our video game? And I was like, oh, funny you should mention that. I'm a game dev too. Tell me about your project. Tell me about the languages you're using and all that. And I got blocked. And then I let the server owner know that guy was probably scamming people. Trapdoor against the base of the bubble column. Place solid block. Okay, we're gonna have to hollow out a little bit of room. Oh, this is the switch mechanism. This is really cool. Okay, I want to talk about this little thing because I just thought this was really neat. So, weirdly enough, okay. Oh wait, not there. Duh. Okay. So check this out. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. So when that gets an update, it's gonna flip that. So you see that? The observer flips, as it should. But here's what's weird. Well, hang on. I did that wrong. Oh, because it's gotta be, okay, yeah. Because it's gotta be, boop, boop. There we go. All right. So without this scaffolding, so look at this. The scaffolding is still considered legal because it's only one off from the base set. That's still a legal scaffolding position. You can have that. But that sends an update to every single scaffolding block above it. Which means you can vertically transmit redstone cheaply by toggling a trap door underneath this kind of scaffolding setup. And I think that's really neat. And that is what this farm is going to use, so that the clock is built down here on the ground, and that's just sending a signal that triggers the TNT explosion up above. All right, so let's see if this actually works. Let's make sure that we can grab this. There it is. All right, cool. All right, so that means we are going to need a little bit of room down below, because this needs to be 1 block below the water. So that's going to be built like right down here. Three blocks down? Yeah, 3 blocks down. Well, I guess technically 4 blocks. We're going to be standing, yeah, right there. And the clock is gonna go like over here somewhere, I remember. I vaguely remember all that business. All right, so let's make sure we've got a nice little... I'm gonna build defensively here by building my floor out of smooth stone for this setup. Just in case I am building some stuff underneath someday, long in the future. I don't want to see a random stone block and just be like, you know, I'm gonna break that because, hey, it's stone, it's supposed to be here. If I see a smooth stone block, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I better not break that. Something is above me. So that's the plan there. Defensive construction. All right, so trapdoor goes right there. Block against it. One scaffolding there, and 38 there. Okay, very doable. Okay, so let's make sure we got... What? Yours? Why would they be broken? You want me to take a look? All right, let me check it out. Oh, I'm glad we figured it out. Everything is fine. Nothing is broken. All right, 39 in my hotbar. See, that's the issue with this. All right, here we go. 1 here, and the remaining 38. Except I can't get the remaining 38 up yet. Okay, so this is tricky. We're getting close to the surface. Okay, we need to clear this area out pretty good. There we go. Okay. So this is where the actual things are going to start going down. So that means we want to clear out this spot right here. And this spot over here. Man, my inventory. I guess I don't need the kelp anymore. I don't really need the apple either. I probably don't even need to be worrying about the wood either. This is all going to be not a problem very soon. Yeah, we may actually end up paving over this a little bit. We'll see. Okay, see, this would not be an unreasonable size for a tower. at all. This is actually not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. All right, we need to unload some items. So this scaffolding here is actually functional, which is really strange to see. Okay, let's get some of these extra blocks just put away for now. Okay, that's good enough. Well, actually, let's put these down here. There we go. Get them out of our inventory. Get them out of here. Stack the remaining 38 on top of the trap door. Done. Go up to the top of the scaffolding. Okay, here's where I'm gonna need this stuff pretty soon. Random grass, don't need you. These things, however, I am going to need, but I don't know exactly which one when. It looks like we'll have space where we can build out. So we'll just kind of hope for the best here. All right, heading back up. All right, so we're gonna bridge out with 5 scaffolding towards the collection area. Building block here. I think this is the same. I don't know if this is the exact same farm Rain was building. Get on top. Additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it's a very similar design. It looks very much like a crane. Yours does, Rain, which I really like. I'm gonna try and encase mine a bit and kind of keep mine a little bit lower down, but I really like the construction look from a distance. Observer at the end of the scaffolding. Oh, I've still got them here. Okay. Powering a block with a lever on top. Let's do that left to right. Oh wait, that's not height. There we go. Replace the block next to it with a trap door coming from this side. And place the next block with an observer. So that's the one we're on right there. Okay. 3 redstone dust over the remaining blocks to the end of the bridge. Piston there. Let's get a bit of light up here. Okay. Go back to the scaffolding. Power the lever so the trapdoor is open. And add 2 slabs there. Okay. Fairly specific spot. Oh, that's anti-phantom, which doesn't matter. Probably also find this is that extra little bit because some trees are slightly different. Now, I believe that this could probably, instead of having this lever here to flip this back and forth, this could probably be similarly done with the same kind of scaffolding system we've got here, just like diagonally offset and then going under somehow. I think that same system would work. And then instead of having a switch up here, we could have a switch down below. But let's just follow it as it is now. All right. This is the exact thing that they've got typed. So apparently junglewood and brown mushrooms, due to the difference in height, it's going to send a signal from the TNT duper above at the right time to push the TNT one block further, which is really impressive that it's that precise that it can do it. But that will just nudge the TNT over if that lever is off. When it's on, it'll just stay as it is right now with the piston retracted. All right, we need 6 more scaffolds. And we're going up this way. Whoops. Ignore that. Wait, what? Oh, right, the first one I have to shift click. And then 5, 6, there we go. Oh, look up to place a block on top. Right there. Just a regular old block. Got it. Go up, add 1 more scaffolding to the top. And then bridge out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, how many blocks did you just say? Bridge out over the collection pool on an additional 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank goodness we don't have phantoms enabled on this. 2 blocks over and another block at the end. Just like that. Looks good so far. All right, observer at the scaffolding, then a solid block. Then a piston, then an observer facing in. Then a block of TNT. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not nervous. Are you nervous? All the while, we've got explosions constantly happening over there. All right, that looks fine. Okay. Build up the sides. Water. I did not bring water. Of course I didn't bring water. I didn't even bring the ice. I don't have it in my in chest. Do I? Oh, I do have ice in my backpack. Heck yeah. That basically counts as being prepared. Crap. Wait. What? Is it because it wasn't on top of... It was probably because it wasn't on top of a block. There we go. Whoops. It's fine. Fixed. I see you, Mr. Zombie. You're not getting up here. Top slab here, so it's waterlogged. Okay. Solid block on top of the observer. And next to it. Redstone dust, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6 to complete the duper. Stand on top of the duper, right over the TNT block. Confirm that your feet are at the same X and Z coordinates that you recorded earlier, and Y should be 40 higher. All right, let's take a look at that. Make sure everything looks good. 309, 525. That looks good. And I think that's it. We have to leave the scaffolding in place. All right, so we're done up here. I'm gonna leave a torch. I need to go turn that off. That's, let's take a look at this from afar and see how much structure we're gonna need on top of this. Hey, look, it's Allie's base. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. We can get a very nice little tower built around that, and it won't look out of place. Yeah, that'll be fine. I have some walls missing there. That's weird, right? Okay, we should turn this off. I think we're probably pretty full. Yeah, that's full. Good. That's full. That's full. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, one dirt. It happens. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, I think we have enough now. Yeah, right now the issue is really just getting more of this. But that's a great amount already. All right, we're gonna start taking a little damage here. All right, we're good. Oh, the silence is deafening. Okay, so now the issue with this setup is how in the world is a tree gonna grow right here, huh? That's something we're gonna need to worry about. I don't know exactly how much room we're gonna need around here. We're at least gonna need clearance up to the grass. Like, here's my hope is that the TNT can actually clear out a lot of the space we need. Boy, this did not line up. Since we moved it out an extra bay, it did not line up with the big pit at all, did it? Which is fine. Crap. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. That one was a misplace from earlier. Oh, I got worried that we accidentally broke our scaffold. I need to protect that scaffold. I probably should consider digging a little margin, a little trench around it in all directions. Okay, TNT is up there. Yeah, see, that's not going to be enough room for a tree, but hopefully it's going to be enough room for TNT to come down and break some stuff. Really, as long as the TNT has a clear line of sight, which I think it does. Jeez, this is a mess of a pit. Okay, made it. Okay, TNT is one to the right of me and one forward. So like right over here. Just clear a little bit extra land out. Sure, that's fine. Now it's not gonna grow a tree, but we can at least test the, oh, we still need to build the clock. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, we're not done yet. Oh, look at that. Look at all these nice blocks here. Just a bunch of nice blocks just waiting for us. All right, next step. Okay, chests. We're not gonna build a full collection system yet because we are not quite to that point. I want to see how this pans out. Yeah, we basically have a little water stream. Okay, clock. All right, so I need a little bit of room. Yep, right here. No surprise there. Let's put it on smooth stone. Make sure that nothing crazy happens here. Get our torches, our repeaters. Jeez, I got a lot of junk here. Our redstone at ready. All right, so what we do is redstone on either side. 4 stone here, 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 here. All right, 3 repeaters down the middle at full. Okay. Turn around, repeater here, leaving it set to the default. Okay. And a repeater here. Click on it twice. Bup. All right, now we need to make a little bit more room over here. Let's get a torch in here as well. Torch. And when you're ready, place a spot of redstone dust between the redstone torches, and that should start it. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start it and see what happens. So we should be, I'm expecting some TNT to start coming down here. Oh, yep. Hey, all right, that's fine. We were expecting an explosion. Now we've got a better idea of what we're dealing with here. Ow. Okay, so yeah, the room is not safe. We will require a little bit of extra margin and protection around this area. Good to know. Cool. Okay, let's turn it off. Only way I know now is like just like that. All right, that's great. That did exactly what I wanted, which is cleared out a lot of this extra area here for me, so I don't have to do that manually. Yeah, so that side looks pretty safe. This side got torn up pretty bad. Let's see, we've got 2 options there. We could do like a waterfall curtain blocking that side, but I'm worried that would kind of interfere with some of the trees. So maybe we're just gonna kind of build an extra area around that, kind of cordon that off as warning, this area is not safe. Do not walk here. Okay, and we're not really fully done. I know we still need, we've got this extra trap door we haven't used yet. Let's start storing stuff up. I feel pretty good about that. That honestly, that was a pretty easy build. I haven't actually seen it working per se. But it's a good step in the right direction. Okay, get all the stuff that isn't smooth stone out of here. Granite, diorite. Coal. That's blackstone. No, coal goes in here. Copper ore. All right, all right. And the rest of this can go into our new smooth stone production facility. Oops, not you. Not you. All right. This is a decent amount of materials here. We can build a good home with this much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's great. That's great. And these are actually going to double up as decent XP banks. Like not great XP banks, but decent. Oh yeah. Still got this sitting around here, which I can actually just dump this extra cobblestone because now I have infinite cobblestone. All right, this will start the clock and the TNT duper. In a few moments, you should see the TNT explode in an alternating pattern, exploding high over the obsidian, followed by another lower explosion right over the obsidian. Good. Okay, so yeah, we can use a lever to kind of lock. Wait, what is that one for? Oh, jeez. Okay, and lever right there is what's going to power it down. Okay. Ah. Jungle, huge fungi, and brown mushroom. Dino dance, dino dance, dino dance. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's add this sign down here. Let's finish out this section of the build. Oh, right, and I probably don't want to leave this here. This is still kind of it is still a shulker. We don't want to just kind of leave a shulker behind. All right, so lever here. Flip lever up for jungle, huge fungi, and brown mushroom. Well, we don't want any of those, so it'll be down. This lever will stop the clock. Skeleton rattles. It's probably fine. One explosion there. Not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, and then the jungle and brown mushrooms also require the extra stuff. Place a dirt block at the target block. Okay, yeah, nether stuff is weird. What in the dino dance are we doing? Oh, Turtle, you're gonna love this. Add an iron bar against this obsidian to improve the rates when forming huge fungi. We're not doing nether stuff right now, so we're not going to do that. All right, let's go get some. Let's try this out. Let's grab some saplings and some bone meal. I need to unload this later. Bone meal. Let's just grab a stack of bone. Why not? Put the scaffolding away. Put the scaffolding away. All right, I'm excited to see if this works. Let's see here. Yeah, tree in offhand, bone meal in main hand. And then just hold mouse button. All right, we ready? I think we're all ready. Don't know what you're talking about, turtle. Effective. Okay. See what we get after one stack of bone meal. Yeah, see that yeah, that didn't go great. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we'll have to shore up the wall. We're gonna push that section back a little bit. This is gonna be part of the danger zone. So instead of being a 4x3 room, this is gonna be a 4x4 room. All right, so what do we get? Almost a stack. We got 58 logs. Replenished all our saplings. That was fine. Okay, it's not bad. Saplings are an okay fuel source. Honestly, that's true. They are. Oh man, see, with as much bone meal as the Wither Skeleton farm produces, this is like not out of the question as a. All right, so let me kind of put some of this stuff away here. This. Nice key. Yeah, we'll need to set up a better mechanism here. And is it F3T? Yeah, here we go. Cool. Except for the bone meal issue. Now I think there are mods that will refill your inventory. After you run out of something, if you have more of it in your inventory, it'll just immediately refill. And I think that works for tools or for consumables like bone meal. Yeah, this is actually pretty decent. With as much oak as I've been going through for just the floors alone back here. This is a reasonable supply here. Now I think the full setup for this farm includes like a bone meal feeding system that like continuously refills your bone meal, but you have to stock it. So it just keeps you from having to switch inventory items around, but you still have to have that much bone meal available in a chest somewhere. Now, all that said, apparently the huge fungus, the netherwood, that stuff is bone meal positive because you can compost the netherwort blocks for more than you spend on growing them. Which makes those types of lumber a little more viable. Man, yeah. Without TNT duping, of course, this is not a solution. However, there are other explosion sources in the game. You could conceivably do something similar with a wither blast chamber, wherein you grow trees and then pistons push the logs into a blast chamber one at a time. Now, I feel like that's going to get serious lag on a normal capacity server. Because that's a lot of blocks moving around, you know? We're gonna see what we get after a full stack of bone blocks here. And this also serves as a pretty good test for making sure, like, okay, whatever blocks are still standing after these hundreds of explosions, they're the ones that are safe. Like, you can see that one log on the side got blasted. And we're not gonna move the whole farm after this. Like, if anything, we'll just change that to a big walkway. Okay. That's it. We're gonna tally our results. So that was a full stack of bone blocks. Final tally. We started with 5 oak logs, and we have ended with just shy of 8 stacks of logs. That's reasonable. Yeah. Especially because with the bone meal dispensing into your, bone meal dropping, not bone meal dispensing. Bone meal and dropper going straight to your inventory, keeping that replenished. That could keep you stocked for basically as long as you've got a chest worth. So you could leave that. If you had a significantly massive storage system of bone meal set up, you could AFK this for hours if you wanted to. And it seems like it would just keep working. Yeah, 8 logs, that is decent. Like, that's way better than just like sitting there chopping down trees over and over. There you go. Decent little farm there. It does require TNT duping, which I'm not like a huge fan of. In my personal games, I typically do not do any kind of duplication stuff, except what non-glitchy mechanics there are. It's like I'm duplicating zombies, I guess, with the spawner, but, it doesn't feel like it quite counts. Now, this still leaves me with a lot of excess saplings, and that doesn't total up to much bone meal. Saplings do not compost super well. Turtle's right, they're a decent fuel source. I think they are half of a smelt. So 4 seconds of cook time, which is, it's not going to cook an item on its own, but it can get you there in volume if you got enough of it. Oh yeah, and I didn't even think about pointing out the sticks. We got a couple stacks of sticks that we could sell in the trading post. Yeah, so we could do a storage setup for collecting all the resources. If we were going to AFK that for a significant amount of time, that would probably be worth it. I don't know that we're gonna do that tonight or anything, but yeah, there you go. All in all, cool farm, very effective. Only good if TNT duping is enabled on the server you're playing on, or is allowed. If not, obviously it's not going to do great. There's a lot of wasted explosions. So if you had a setup where you have like a gunpowder farm and you are manually collecting sand to the point where like every TNT blast is going to cost you some time, like even if you never have to go, even if your gunpowder supplies are just flowing it directly into your storage system, and it's just a matter of just occasionally flying out to a desert and just scooping it all up into shulkers, you are going to be, sand is an issue in that case. Like I think it's 4 sand per TNT block, and with those firing off like, it felt like 2 a second or so, maybe 1 a second. That's a lot of sand if you're gonna run that to get that many trees. I think there are more efficient TNT powered farms for lumber, but those require a lot of redstone timing and setups, and they're not AFKable. Typically you have to kind of like set up a channel for the TNT to flow down, like grow the trees manually with bone meal, drill down like a lot of trees. I think the typical setup is like, I want to say, how many is it? Like 8 or 16 large spruce trees. I'm gonna say maybe it's 4. I don't know. Let's go with 4. But either way, set up a lot of giant spruce trees. So let's say 16 regular trees worth. Grow them with bone meal 1 at a time. Then go up to the top, dig down through the center to clear out all the leaves and other branches that may have grown through the middle. And then TNT blasts at set delays explode from bottom to top. It's a lot of work, but much more TNT efficient. So there you go. For this server though, it's like, oh yeah, this is a great farm for this. As long as you've got the, I'm actually quite surprised that the TNT blasts were actually replenishing the saplings as well as they were. I would not have expected that, really. Really surprised about that. Pleasantly surprised about that. But yeah, there you go. Now, trees are kind of taken care of. And with that, we're a little bit closer to being able to spruce up our base. Haha. I'm planning on dropping the cobblestone exterior for something a little bit nicer looking. We might go with a grab bag of stone blocks, andesite, granite, or not granite, andesite, stone, stone brick, and the occasional cobblestone and mossy stuff. That's going to require a lot of digging out the old cobblestone, which is going to take forever because it's everywhere. But we will get it done eventually. But that's why we've been working on this big cobblestone factory here. That's producing a lot of stone that I'm going to be able to turn into the bricks I need, or just the raw stone that I need. I got that plus a couple barrels full back in the main storage base. And I can always just silk touch carve through a mountain a little bit if I need more after that. There you go. That's where we stand. I think I'm gonna actually call it there because I don't want to start another project. We got about 30 minutes left in stream time, but that puts us in a very rare situation where I can actually raid into Germdove and hang out to actually chat a bit. So let's go do that. Let's raid Germ. Let's see here. Wednesday, we will be starting, I think, a new series, if all goes well. We finished Gungeon, at least as much as I'm going to do on stream, though I'm still playing it off stream. It's fun to just pick up and play. But stay tuned for new stuff then. What could it be? Who knows? Do I know? Who knows? I'll see you guys in Germ's channel. Have a good night.